Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do the BOOKTUBE newbie tag. I know this is like my 5th video or something like that, but I didn't even realise that this tag was a thing until I was looking around some other like newbie booktubers and I saw that they'd done the tag and I was like, I really like that. I've not actually introduced anything or introduced myself to this channel yet, so this is what this is. It's going to be the newbie tag and I'm hoping it's going to be a nice little quick video just so you can get to know me a wee bit better. And if you want to answer any of the questions in the comments below, please do. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I really hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so question 1 is, why did I start this channel? And I started this channel because I've been wanting to make a booktube channel for years. I have been part of the Bookstagram community for 4 or 5 years now, and I've been watching like booktubers since the beginning as well, and I've just really wanted to do it, but I've never had the confidence to do it and never just really felt like it was the right time, but now I think it is. I also love the sense of community that you get on Bookstagram. I really enjoy the feeling of knowing that there's loads of other people out there who have the same love and interest in books as you do, and the thought of having this like video form so that I can rant and rave about my favourite books or my least favourite books or just do silly little tags and stuff like that. It just sounds really fun to me, so, and it has been so far. Question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? And the answer is very quick and easy. I don't know. Myself. I can bring myself to YouTube. That's my answer. Question number 3 is, what are you most excited for with this new channel? And to be honest with you, I'm just excited to have like a creative outlet in video form. I've enjoyed editing videos together since I was in high school, and I'm now 4 years out of high school, and I actually got to edit some stuff for a university project last year, and I just got straight back into the swing of things and I've missed it so much, and I just really enjoy it. So the thought of getting to do this and meeting new people while I'm doing it as well is very fun. Question number 4 is, why do you love reading? I have loved reading in various different stages of my life. I loved it when I was younger, when I was maybe like 6 to 9. I loved it so much, and then I kind of stopped for a while, and then when I got to high school, maybe when I was in like 1st or 2nd year, one period a week we got to go up to the library and pick a book, and then we'd have a book for a week and then we'd swap each week, and that whole period we'd get to read. And when I got to high school, that brought me back into reading again, and then again between maybe like 3rd and 4th year I kind of stopped reading because I didn't really have much time, and then all of a sudden I picked up a book, and I'm pretty sure the next question will answer. I will give this answer to the next question. But I picked up a book. I picked up a couple of books actually, 4 books to be exact, and they got me back into the swing of things again. And it's quite funny because my bookshelves actually started off with these 4 books on one tiny little shelf that's maybe like this size, and I now have the whole room basically of bookshelves. God, 5 years later, 5-6 years later, so I'm so glad that I did pick up those books and got back into reading again at the age of like 15, 16. Question 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? So when I was very young, between whatever ages I said, I think it was like 6 and 9, it was Enid Blyton's books. I still actually have a couple of her books down there, but I'm too lazy to go and pick them up, and I was obsessed. I would read them all and then read them all again and read them again. I'd sit, if I had a car journey with anyone, especially my nan, I remember doing this when I was very young, I would sit and my nan would obviously be driving and she'd get me to read the story out to her, and that's what I'd do. Then when I first went to high school, it was Catherine McPhail books were the books I became obsessed with. I don't even know how many of her books I read, but I read so many of her books in such a short amount of time. It was crazy, but it was great to get back into reading again. And then the 4 books that got me back into reading when I was like 15, 16 was The Fault in Our Stars and then the Hunger Games trilogy. I remember I read the Hunger Games first, and then as in the first book first, and then I read The Fault in Our Stars, and then that was me. I was like hooked. I flew through Catching Fire and Mockingjay, and then I went from them to Divergent, and then after I read Divergent, I think I bought like The Perks of Being a Wallflower and all those sort of books, and Stolen, and that I'd just got loads, and then the rest of John Green's books, and it kind of just went from there and flourished into this obsession and massive TBR. Question 6 is, what question would you ask your favourite booktuber? And I don't know. Probably how do they edit their videos so well? Like, where do all these little flourishes and these little cool inserts come from? Like, please tell me. Please share your secrets. That would be great. Thank you. That's my question. 7 is, what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome? And to be honest, I think it will be when I go back to university and at the end of September, it will be time, where I find time to do it. That's what's always stopped me before, is that I've never had the time to film, edit, upload, blah blah blah. But I'm hoping that I can like maybe incorporate some like study with me videos, or how to juggle uni and reading and stuff like that. Hoping that I can put all of them, I can maybe incorporate them into my channel. If that's something that you'd like to see, some study with me, how I take notes, how I study, what I'm studying, I could just let me know down below, because it really interests me to watch videos like that, so it would be quite interesting for me to put those videos out there as well. Question 8, I like this question. Question 8 is, where do I read? Now, I do most of my reading right here, in my bed. I do most of my reading there. I do, however, whenever I get on a train or a bus, mainly trains, I don't really get buses, but if I ever get on any mode of transport where I'm myself, my book is always in my bag. I take my book out. If I start work at 5:30 in the morning, I'm normally in myself until 8:30 or 9:30 sometimes, and it's normally, it can be quite quiet in the petrol station at that time in the morning, especially during summer holidays. I'll take my book and I'll read in there. I read in the bath, I read on my couch. I listen to my books, I listen to audiobooks as well, and I listen to my books as I'm walking places, so I just read everywhere. So the final question, actually, question 9 is, what kinds of books do you like to read? Now, I love a good bit of contemporary and fantasy. They're the 2 genres that I tend to stick to the most, because I just love a bit of both. I love the world building and the magic systems and the characters and all that sort of stuff from the fantasies, but I love the romance and the cheesiness and everything from the contemporaries as well. If you asked me to give one of them up, I'd probably cry. But most of my shelves, so I have 3.5 fantasy shelves, and I have 2 contemporary shelves at the moment, and then my other 1.5 shelf is just kind of like between historical fiction classics and just kind of random books. So you can see that contemporary and fantasy are my favourites. So that's my BookTube Newbie tag. I really hope you've enjoyed. I've actually really enjoyed answering these questions. It's been a lot of fun. If there's any other tags or challenges that you'd like to see me do, put them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, it would mean a lot. Well, if you're feeling generous, that would be fab. And follow me on my Bookstagram. It is at booksbylottie, and come follow me on there for daily chats and daily posts about all things bookish and book journaling. Thanks for watching.